Viewers, for long, very long, it has been clear, amply clear to me that Trump is only Trump's best friend. I remember a lot of Modi supporters and other so-called foreign policy experts going after me on social media when I said that Trump is unpredictable and cannot be trusted, must not be trusted. One of the reasons for this misplaced faith in Trump, and indeed other US presidents, is that there are many in this country who've bought into a myth. And the myth is that it doesn't matter who is in office in America because the alliance between India and the United States is a natural one. It is institutionalized and impervious to interruption. Lily-livered, modern-day, reinvented Nehruvians will even tell you that we should not put Trump and America in the same basket, that Trump is an aberration on the American stage. He's different. To these I say, look at history. The real problem is US strategic culture. America has been inherently hegemonistic ever since it crossed the Atlantic in World War II. For America, interests are permanent, not friends. And that's why, in the long term, Indian and American interests are not aligned in the Indo-Pacific. Now, I'm happy to be corrected, viewers, and we're going to have a debate about that. But that we'll leave for a little later. For now, we've got Trump to deal with. And Trump is neck deep in water. In his first 100 days in office, his reign has been disastrous for America. The tariff war he launched has jolted the economy and made him deeply unpopular. Even his MAGA base is shaken. His popularity ratings are down. The worst for any president, just 100 days in office, and Trump desperately needs his success. So he's going around the Middle East, pawning American weapons for big dollars to tell his base back home he's making America rich again. He's so desperate that he even called on an Islamist that America had sanctioned in Syria. And that's also why he's saying the most bizarre things, like, for example, threatening Apple CEO Tim Cook to divest from India. Listen to this, viewers.
And I had a little problem with Tim Cook yesterday. I said to him, Tim, you're my friend. I treated you very good. You're coming in with $500 billion, but now I hear you're building all over India. I don't want you building in India. You can build in India if you want to take care of India, because India is the highest, one of the highest tariff nations in the world. It's very hard to sell into India. India can take care of themselves. They're doing very well. We want you to build here, and they're going to be upping their production in the United States. Apple. So Apple's already in for $500 billion.
Well, he just stabbed India in the back. Because bringing jobs back to America is his big thing. It's his big promise. And to ensure he gets them back, Trump is desperate. So desperate that, as I told you, he's ready to jeopardize goodwill even with a close ally like India. Like here, when he's trying to extract unreasonable concessions and making India look weak. Listen to him again, viewers. It's another aspect.
And they've offered us a deal where basically they're willing to literally charge us no tariff. So we go from the highest tariff, you couldn't do business in India. We're not even a top 30 in India because the tariff is so high, to a point where they have actually told us, I assume you too, Scott, you were working on that also, that there will be no tariff, right? Would you say that's a difference? They're the highest, and now they're saying no tariff.
Can you believe it, viewers? Can you believe it? He's even making Modi look bad, his great friend, the man he says was a hard negotiator, so that he can go back home and strut before the American people and say, look, I rubbed the tariff king's nose in the dirt. And it isn't just the economy, by the way. He's been a dud on the foreign policy front. Trump bragged he'd end Russia-Ukraine war in his first week in office, but it's dragging on despite his mediation. Desperate to look effective, more so because his gargantuan ego needs a massage, he muscled into the India-Pak conflict, declaring he imposed a peace. In doing so, he crossed many Indian red lines. The Modi-led NDA is silently seething. Let me tell you this, viewers. And it's only after a stern public message was sent out a few days ago that Trump walked the talk back a bit. Listen to these two sound bites. In the first comment made on the 12th of May, Trump says, we brokered a peace and it's going to last. Now on May 15th, after he was rebutted by the MEA, he diluted his stance, saying he doesn't want to say he did, but he definitely helped. Listen to this, viewers, and we're going to open this up right after that.
On Saturday, my administration helped broker a full and immediate ceasefire, I think a permanent one, between India and Pakistan, ending a dangerous conflict of two nations with lots of nuclear weapons. I don't want to say I did, but I sure as hell helped settle the problem between Pakistan and India last week, which was getting more and more hostile. And all of a sudden, you'll start seeing missiles of a different type.
And now, viewers, you'd be tempted to say it's classic Trump, ignore him, lying a bit, making up the facts a bit, hyping things a bit, only to make himself look good. What's new? While to some extent this is true, the fact is Trump has put India down. You don't do that to friends. And India must be prepared with a counter plan, a plan to counter Trump and in the long term deter America. Do we have one, viewers? Do we need one? What could it be? These are the questions I'm going to put to three real top-of-the-line experts.